Refined Football Podcast show where we analyze and dissect football. So today, now different discussion we'll get still around or centered around the transfer talk, but it's going to be between the two biggest teams in the EPL currently. And now these two teams now it can't be like and then they spend pass because they are going into the new season with new hopes and new ambition. Now I'm going to read out the list of players where Manchester City don't sign already because they've had a total of 5 signings. They just confirmed a new signing today from Norway, Rosenborg to be precise. Manchester City don't confirm the signing of Ryan Nuri, the left back that plays for Wolverhampton Wanderers. They also confirmed the signing of Ryan Cherki from Marseille for £34 million, Nuri for £36.3 million. Marcos Bertinelli, goalkeeper from Chelsea, undisclosed. Then Tijani Reinders from AC Milan, 46.3. Now, few hours ago, Manchester City confirmed the signing of Sven Nijpen, a young talented player from Rosenborg, all the way from Norway. And if you put together the total amount where Man City don't spend, it's over £120 million. Now, coming down to Liverpool a few hours ago, then confirmed the signing of Florian Wirtz from Bayern Leverkusen, a record-breaking transfer for Liverpool, a record-breaking transfer in the EPL, the highest transfer for a player coming to the EPL, €150 million. Now, few weeks ago, Liverpool confirmed the signing of Jeremy Frimpong, a right back from that same Bayern Leverkusen, for £28.5 million, €35 million. If you put them together, Liverpool have spent a total of £148 million. Man City don't spend £126 million. Now, I want to analyze these signings and see who has made the better deal and the possibility of the 2025-2026 winner coming from both teams. I will start with our guest today, Happy Arobo.
Come again with your question.
If you put together the signings what they don't do, Man City, Tijani Reinders, AC Milan, Nuri, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Ryan Cherki, Marseille, and just a few hours ago they confirmed Sven Nijpen from Rosenborg. Liverpool, they've made the signings from Bayern Leverkusen, 2 signings, Jeremy Frimpong, their right back, and the attacking midfielder Florian Wirtz. Who do you think have made the better deal?
For the spending, I think Liverpool spent too much. Like, just for only 2 players.
Okay.
You have spent how much? But that same money, close to that same money, Guardiola, like Man City have spent signing 4 players. 5 players. And you just spend more than that to sign 2 players. And those 5 players, they have defenders. I think they have 2 defenders there.
Yeah,
they have a midfielder. They have a midfielder there. So I think Man City, they have made the right. For me, you get this thing 1.5 million. Me if I get 1.5 million. This is like the man God gave talent. I mean the master gave talents, 1 talent, 5 talents. That's how this thing is sounding like to me. He use his phone now buy 7 bags of rice. Me, I use my own 1.5 million buy 2 bags of rice. No go look me say another. I think Man City has done the best signing because one thing about Guardiola, he will not just come and sign you if you will not give him. You understand? Now that you have spent almost how much on this guy? What's his name? Florian. What is the possibility that is going to score the goals times 2 of the goals Salah has been scoring? What's the possibility? And that I think for me, Man City have spent wisely.
All right, thank you very much. So, coach, you say Manchester City transfer this season so far.
I will call it a temporary transfer.
Yeah.
So that the transfer window will still be open after the
4 o'clock.
World Cup. Based on what has happened now concerning Liverpool and a coach looks inside, knows what he's looking for, then goes outside to go and get it. If you check in Liverpool and Man City, I believe they have more players going out.
Yeah, more players.
Than Liverpool.
Yes, of course.
Do you understand me? So since they have more players going out, which means has to get more players coming in. But when it comes to the buy based on
Amount spent.
the amount spent, I believe that Guardiola spent wisely. Because him being a tactician, just like in the class of Ferguson, when it comes to buying, and as a winger, when it comes to buying, they don't just go into the market
And buy
just
anybody.
players. They go into the market and buy players. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Good. So I believe those 5 players he bought in for 126 or 125 million pounds, I believe they will give more result than 2 players that Liverpool bought.
All right, good. Thank you very much. So, Mickey Mandela, your say.
Well, to me, I don't see why Slot is splashing that huge amount of money
On Florian Wirtz.
To me, it's not a wise one. That means if they should give him more 5 years in Liverpool, he will spend all their money before he Yes, that's what I will say to you. You came to a club like Liverpool, you did not make any signing, and yet you won the league. And you go far in Champions League, it's because of you meet a world-class team
Yes.
and a world-class coach. That is why he lost that game. Because you cannot compare him with Eric. So he shouldn't look at it that he lost the game is not because of midfielder. Even when he wants to make a wide signing, you don't splash such amount of money in just a particular player. He's not a top midfielder in Europe competition, because Barry Ferguson went for Champions League. What did they do with him? So why will you spend that kind of money? Now, okay, I will accept that. Okay, you are signing Frimpong because of this guy that left. So it's understandable. Arnold is a big shoe. He's a big face. He left with a big. He left free transfer. We know. But he's a big shoe, and he needs a big shoe to replace him there, because Arnold is a very big,
decisive player
for Liverpool. Now you have I will not say a world-class midfielders, but midfielders that know how to use this ball. They are very, very okay and tactical. So you want to introduce another midfielder, just one person, you splash that sort of amount of money. To me, it's not a wise one. It's a reckless signing. Because I'm not even seeing that guy to perform wonders. This is Premiership. It's not Germany. You understand? But you have done that. Let's watch.
and see.
Guardiola next season.
He's cooking up something.
I'm scared.
Okay. Now,
Okay, let me tell you. The mistake that Liverpool is making now, what Liverpool needs is a striker.
a striker, yeah.
Tell me the last time a striker from Liverpool win Golden Boot in the EPL.
That was Suarez.
Tell me the last time.
Very true.
But having a striker that didn't win.
See, we know. Do you know why? Do you know why they? Why?
But they won the league, which means the man did not put his team based on one striker. He spread.
Anybody can.
But
score.
Salah still won the
And he still
Golden
performed
Boot.
this
Do you know why?
Salah still won
Do
the
you
Golden
know why
Boot.
the man did not go for a striker? Because Salah keep delivering the team like a striker.
Not only Salah.
This is what I'm.
He spread his scoring up front.
The only person that did not really turn up this last season for them was Darwin Núñez in terms of goals. But in terms of work rate, he was there.
was scoring goals.
Jota was scoring. Luis was scoring.
Salah was scoring.
But I understand the point is raised,
I know,
because
I know.
Liverpool is a team that always produces a good striker, no matter what.
In
In the last 10 years, they've produced like 3 strikers that have done very well.
I told you that time that their coach Naslot, we have not really understood the type of game he plays. But from what he played last season, it seems that he's a player that doesn't depend
On
the
striker,
top
just
But-
like
but,
Klopp.
Klopp depends on the striker. That is why
The Klopp
Klopp
did not get any striker. He was always using a false 9. Firmino was never a striker.
So, Firmino is.
For me, sometimes you use him as
It was a false 9.
sometimes you use him as a striker.
From the club he was coming from before he signed for Liverpool, was not a striker. It was a number 8.
That's what I'm saying. A number 8.
A supporting striker can be used as a striker.
It can be used as a striker. That was why they was using Firmino.
So come to Guardiola. I love what he's doing. You know, for where he has issues last season,
He's picking them one after the other.
he's trying to have replacement. Now it's no more only Rodri.
Yeah.
Tijani is there now.
Yeah.
You understand? Now Rodri will not do the job. Now we will not see that okay because Rodri is down, City is losing.
Injury.
You understand? Now he's trying to reinforce the team, multiply the team where he has issue last season.
Not even, just he's trying to get backup.
Yes,
Yes,
backup.
in case.
And look at what is going now. Look at what is happening to City now. The people that is leaving the team,
And the people is replacing.
and people that is and it's people that need to grieve.
Yeah, in terms of
Yes, yes.
age.
You
Yeah.
understand? So he's doing a wonderful job. I know last season will not be like this.
No, it won't be.
You understand? I'm shedding tears because this kind of signing is not happening in my team.
Sorry, don't even mention your team here because Smo don't spoil the mood.
Share your tears alone.
I
Share
wish
your
you
tears
can do
alone.
all this kind signing, you know.
I understand.
Just because of what club comes, they just give them room to do some signing. See what Man City. I don't know where they get all these kind of players.
There's the coach now. He watch. The thing is, I think.
Oh, my coach doesn't watch football. He watch
Your
basketball.
coach is always on vacation.
No.
See this current signing now from Norwich, Rosenborg. That's where Guardiola just went to sign
Nobody saw that ball.
like today. See the current signing.
One thing about all these big coaches is this. Like you were asking before, we have scouting manager.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, don't Manchester United have scouting manager.
Amuneke was the
For Chelsea.
Manchester United scouting manager in Africa.
In Africa.
Okay, yes.
That's what I'm saying. So he was unable to, pick out some skills or talents from Africa. So those people that they use there, they go to clubs. When they get an information about a player,
The same scout.
they take time
And watch
to
them.
go there and watch the player. So they can have time to watch you 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So if you give the same performance, they recommend you. So what you have to do is just carry one of your clip, show the coach.
That's
The
it.
coach will just say, okay, this one we need him. So I believe that what is happening in Manchester United, they have to do total reshuffling.
Total, like pursue everybody.
That's the reason the board puts everybody on sale.
Yeah.
Up for sale.
So
For
I
a
believe-
club as big as Manchester United to come out and say, you know what, everybody in the team is up for sale. It means they are looking for good offers. And
And
That's
who is
the-
going for the who?
that's the reason a club for like Al Hilal
Everybody,
of Saudi
the
Arabia
staff.
came with 100 million
Now,
pounds.
as they have
But it's turned it
suspended.
down.
Of course, why
For
won't
who?
he?
For Bruno,
Bruno,
but he
why
turned it
would
down.
he turn it down?
That one is just a say. There's no team that can tell you that everybody here is up for sale because you cannot use 3 months to build up a team of.
Yes. You must leave some experienced players.
No,
behind.
for sure, we know when they say the team is up for sale, does not mean everybody will sell.
They have some best.
It's
there
even
are
in
some
the
players.
fact that Manchester United did not do well does not mean that they did not have players that did not do well. The only thing is that the result of the team outshadowed or covered their performance.
No, we don't have anybody.
Okay, now
We
let's.
don't know is if they don't have anybody.
No, even
Let's-
from the coach. In fact, it's
You don't have
only the
anybody.
fans that do well. This is last season. No,
Now
the
let's
fans.
come back to our discussion concerning Liverpool. Are we the only place I'm going to fault and slot is in terms of the amount paid for?
It's
Well,
too big.
Too much
much.
for one person.
I'm a Liverpool fan.
Oh, finally.
I will say Florian Wirtz shouldn't cost Liverpool more than 70 million pounds.
The money is
It's
too
by-
More
by-
than
by-
much for one
by- by
person.
own
My own,
assessment.
yes.
By own
But he's a
assessment.
good player.
No
I have
doubt.
watched him. He's
No
a good
doubt.
player. Now, the reason Liverpool are spending like this,
Mm.
let me bring out the stats.
Okay.
Last year, Liverpool spent only 10 million pounds to acquire Federico Chiesa from Juventus.
Mm.
In the group stage competition, Liverpool won the group stage in Champions League. Total amount made was 84 million pounds. Total amount made from winning the league is 180 million pounds. Put together is 274 million pounds minus 10 million pounds spent on Federico Chiesa. They have 264 million pounds left.
So they want to spend the.
Oh, yeah,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
you just said money like that.
wait,
now.
wait, let me
Because
finish
they
now.
make all this profit. You
They
want them
to
to
spend
That's
money
why-
on two-
that's why I
on two
said-
players.
The issue I have with
Slot.
Slot was the amount paid for Florian Wirtz.
It's not a wise
I think he does
spending.
not
And
know
now-
how to handle money.
I know not it does not know how to handle money. 3 players are going to leave from the midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Left with just 2 attacking midfielders
Okay.
or 3 midfielders. So he has just 4 left. Curtis Jones is going to leave. Endo might leave. Javier Elliott is leaving
Mm-hmm.
the midfield department. Now,
Elliot is not really doing anything in that midfield. So
you know he was
If
out.
Arsene Wenger is
You know
slot, he
he
will
was-
not sign this guy for that amount. And that man go
Arsene
full like
Wenger.
he go still come.
That's Arsene Wenger.
No. See, it's not only like that. Do you know what takes the value of a player high is his
Performance.
And consistency.
his consistency, and his value and importance in the team.
In the team.
So what last season,
Yes.
that boy was just
Was
like
everything.
Leverkusen.
Yeah. It was everything for Leverkusen.
Yeah,
And
that
just
was why the
recently
value
signed
was,
a new deal.
and that was
the
something that
value.
is happening to our own Osimhen.
Yes.
Because in Galatasaray,
He was
he's
still
just
popping
like
the goals.
Galatasaray.
Anywhere Osimhen go, Napoli, anywhere he goes, he will feel
Fans
like
are
that.
Just what I'm saying.
But what
So,
about
and because
this
of that,
Florian White
his
now?
value
We
has
don't
to
know.
be-
Because sometimes leagues don't favor some players.
Yes, the
Bless
leagues
the
don't.
franc.
That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes it does not favor some
Yes,
players.
but
If
who
you-
knows? Who knows?
If you talk
Who
about
knows?
the league, also talk about the team and the style of play.
Yeah, who knows?
Yes, and the
The
style,
style
of
of
play.
play of Liverpool favors him
Favors
a
him.
lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Okay, let's see.
The league might not favor him because he's not a physical kind of midfielder. But in terms of ball usage, ball awareness, and creativity, he's top. And goal scoring, he's there. But the problem I have with
Is the
the
amount.
amount paid
And
on
they are
him.
signing, there's nothing
And
you
now-
can do.
Back
the
to-
guy is good, but
Yeah.
the amount
Yes, that is the problem.
too much. That's what I'm saying.
The manager is an Igbo man. He has sense.
So now back to the number 2 signed from still Bayern Leverkusen. I don't know if that man won't wreck Bayern this season. You don't forget they don't give him to Ten Hag. Maybe he wants to hang Bayern
In the
Leverkusen
10.
in the
They
10th
will
position.
sack
in
Ten Hag
10. So they
again.
don't sack him.
So,
So now
but Ten Hag is gonna recruit for Manchester. He will come and carry all the rubbish.
he's coming for Anthony.
Nonsense.
He's coming for
He will
Garnacho.
come and carry all of
He's
them.
coming for I think Onana too.
They will give him as a send-off package.
So he had sending him back the properties he bought from
Yes.
Manchester United. So now concerning Liverpool's right back for Jeremy Frimpong, I remember one time I had a discussion with CJ, who's not here. I said, this boy no be number 2. We argue until he showed me the lineup. I was watching that Champions League game. This boy was not playing like a number 2. He was playing like a right winger. When he showed me his lineup, I was surprised. As much as remember, I don't lose my money that day. So that is what he's going to bring. And defensively, he's above Arnold in terms of one-on-one situation. But one thing Arnold has over him is just dead ball crosses.
Yeah.
Arnold is second
He's
to
a
none.
crazy footballer.
Those banana kicks, Arnold is just it. But in terms of position and slow, trying to
Even dribbling, he has it.
more than Arnold, one-on-one take on here. So in terms of players and the slot is covering the positions he's losing.
With only 2 players and
For now.
that money.
For
That's
now,
just
if Darwin Nunes eventually decides to leave,
which I think is looking like he's
Nunes
Yes.
going to leave.
he wants to leave, but
already there is no
and
good offer.
still wants
But
to
he
keep him in the
wants to
team. Because if you watch last season, even the fact that he wasn't really scoring goals, he was always using him.
And,
He wants to leave. He wants more playing time. But
yes, he's always coming from.
that's just the problem. Aside that, I don't have any issue with Ant's transfer. Just the amount paid for it. That's just the problem I have. And now, this brings me to this question. There's been a lot of stories about Pep and his transfer policy amount spent. A lot of people call him cheats. I want to ask this question before we call it a day. Is Pep Guardiola a football genius, or is he just a cheat that uses money to buy success? I'll start with you, Abby. Is Pep
You want to start with
a
me?
genius?
They say better soup na wetin kill am.
Money 90.
Na money killer, I don't understand. Better soup na money kill am. Pep knows what he wants, and he's in a club that they will give him the money to get what he wants. And aside that, if he sees that he can transform you as a player, he will buy you, and he will transform you. And you cannot say Pep is a cheat. It's not a cheat. This guy, fine. The club that I know that he was favored and blessed was Barcelona, because he came from the team B and became the manager of Barca as of that time. And people were like, he's just fortunate. We have seen him in this Man City turn players. Like, there was a time I was not even a fan of Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Because of all this injury. But I don't know what Pep did to him. I don't know. There are some players that when I see Foden, that the time Foden won that player of the season, it was as if that guy, they take something. Before they don't do like this, take one shot outside, enter post, take another shot. These are things that they do in training. They just don't enter feed. And I'm sure I remember, yes, what's this Argentina player's name that left? Aguero. There was a Champions League that Aguero missed penalty. These 2 minutes, he come out Aguero for feed. I watch, as he come out for feed. Pep is not a cheat. He's a genius. He knows what he wants. Like, he knows what he wants. Coming from a season like last season that he had some personal issues and all that, he still end third. He almost end second. If to say Arsenal no win, no lose, they win that they are. Pep would have come second in the season that he struggled though. He's not a cheat. He knows what he wants and he's going. Look at Czech. What's that guy's name? This France player. You saw what happened in the Nations this semi when that guy was on bench. But immediately he came to the field.
A lot changed.
That means Guardiola have eyes. He knows what he wants. This guy will fit into my play if I buy him, and he knows I want him, and he knows that he needs me. Because there are some players, you don't say you need this coach to bring the best out of you. And when he buys you, he pays that amount of money. He's good. He's not a cheat. He's not a cheat anything. He's a genius. He knows players that he wants. He sets them. He sees you, bring you into this position for his formation. He knows what he wants and all that. Guardiola played a season, like 2 or 3 seasons without this thing. Striker. Yeah. What are you telling me?
No, it's not because
and he won, like, I'm going to give points of him being a genius. And he won what are they calling? The EPL for how many seasons? Like, back to back. Before Alan. People were like, if Alan come to England, he will not be able to score. No league when they come. EPL. Alan came to EPL under Guardiola and he scored, like, he's scored.
Everybody.
It's not about say this person too they play. If you come, Guardiola will still make you more than who you are as a coach.
All right, thank you very much. So, coach, Guardiola, a cheat or a genius?
No, it depends on what you mean by the word cheat. That's what I'm saying. Because I may say, okay, you say he's a cheat, which means he goes back, to confuse somebody, and pick a player. No, like I said, he is in the class of Ferguson and Arsene Wenger. Before they go into the market, they must have assessed everything they want. Then when they go into the market, they see the person or the player that has the whole qualities that they want. They don't just buy. If he is looking for a midfielder, he goes out to pick that midfielder that suits
his style of play.
At least 2 of his styles of play, not 1. So you have a midfielder like that, which means he has to transform him to fit into the 2. But most coaches have only 1 style of play. So when they change it, most of the players find it very difficult to adapt.
Yes.
So he is not a cheat. He is a tactician that really knows what he wants. He's a genius.
Seriously.
Just check where all the places he has coached. They have shown you that this is what I want. And he doesn't always go for all these 100 million, 500 million type of players because he believes that they can give him headache.
Right.
Forget about discipline. A player that can give you a headache will give you a headache. If you buy a player of 500 million pounds and I'm doing a big job and he bought me for 80, definitely I will leave the job for that man. That was what killed Robinho when he came to Man City. Yeah. They told him, okay, after getting all this money, only you do the magic. So that is why he doesn't go for such players. He goes for the level of play that when all of them come together, they see themselves that we all are here to do what? To fight for a purpose. They see them going there. It's a genius, not a cheat.
All right, thank you very much, coach. So, Mickey Mandela, Pep Guardiola, a football genius or a cheat?
He's a cheat.
Okay.
You know what?
If man you sign now, you go and cheat.
He's a cheat. Let us sign a cheat. Because he help us out. That is the kind of person we need.
Okay, you need a cheat now.
Yes.
A cheat and get you what you want.
Yes. Because with his cheat and he's giving Man City, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, what they need. So why do me I say it's a cheat? There is a difference between you have a car, you don't know how to drive, you employ a driver.
Okay.
To lead you to Ogun State.
Okay.
Do you know that you don't know road to Ogun State? But you have a driver that knows road to Ogun State. You don't know of the car. But if you're directing the driver, see that the door so until the driver will take you to Ogun State. You don't know the road to Ogun State. But you'll be correcting some kind of thing.
Okay.
Now it's same thing like Guardiola. Guardiola is not a coach that brings a unknown, like you don't know this person doesn't know how to play football. But once Guardiola bring this person from academy, it transform the person.
So be by force.
See, watch Guardiola, even the Messi that Guardiola is not the person that turned Messi to wonders.
I know that one.
Understand? Now look to Man City that Guardiola signed boys that know how to use the ball. You know that he knows how to control you, how to make you
A beast.
where you will be. Not that you don't know how to. Not that you are not a star.
That is why he's a tactician.
He's a genius. He's focusing that he's as a winger. You will call a genius. I don't know if you are getting it.
We are still following.
Now, focusing you still mentioned is the same thing. Focusing is even better because he can easily carry somebody from academy. Before you know the boy, you see the boy start balling. But Guardiola is not like that. Guardiola knows how to manage boys. You know how to transform good to good. See, Haaland is good. Do you know that if Haaland come to Manchester United, he will lose his goodness?
Yes.
Of course.
Why?
No, hold on. But once Haaland alive Man City, you see, he good and turn to goodness. You understand? He still pick from there because he enter from hand to the hand and know how to manage life orange. That is Guardiola for you. That is why I say it's a cheat. When lads Guardiola carry a player from Man City youth academy.
I believe Lewis is from the academy.
I say when lads
Lewis, Phil Foden,
Lewis
Foden.
from the academy.
Even
About three.
Okay, you are
This
mentioning
season.
three.
even
About
Cole
3 this season.
For how many years?
I said only the last season. About 3
For
last
how
season.
many? Okay, mention that. For how many years?
He has been. We have been bringing players
So
from the
no,
youth
those
side.
people, no, these people that you have carried from this youth team that we are able to mention their
How
name.
many clubs? The thing is, how many clubs really
See,
take their
City,
youth
City.
players?
Hold
to
on,
how many clubs?
wait.
Let's know if their
Guardiola
style.
has been good.
Let's know if their
See,
style of
They
play.
just
See,
almost
Guardiola is
all
It's
coaches
not
just
all
include.
clubs
They
are
don't
not
reject.
Barcelona. You
These
understand?
people, they are not getting me. Guardiola is a big shoe. It's a big coach that whenever you are alive to your team, you open up your bank account for them.
I think we can deliver.
You see what I'm saying? He told this person they buy. He told this person they buy. They are saying that Man City is going to pay for PFA charges of. They are still signing. When Barcelona faced that kind of issue, you understand? Barcelona did not make any signing. They are still. Now, Man City is still signing. He did not even want to make use of what he have in. He says his academy boys. He did not even want to make use of what he has or to bring boys from the academy. He's still going after Marcel. Are you not the one mentioning? Mention the name of people that is boarding in their team. I want to use it and you know how to compare. You know how to assemble. You know, sometimes you go to China, you bring a generator. The PCC to some generator as you see that they bought with this country. They do not company. They said they will come and assemble.
Yeah, they assemble.
Right.
But there are some people who will still give such generators to couple. They couple it wrongly.
You see what I'm saying?
So it is not a cheat. It is not a cheat. It is not a cheat.
I
He
understand.
knows it.
I think I understand.
Which is he knows it.
He's a genius.
No. That's what I say. It's a genius.
Yes.
He's a genius.
Okay.
cheat.
He don't cheat, that is genius.
Okay.
Okay.
He for the cheat, for the word of cheat, he be genius.
He's a
Yeah.
genius. He be
What I'm saying.
Let me pata for
So you know
them.
how to.
I understand your point now. So thank you for that solid point. Thank you for that solid point. So unfortunately, we've come to the end of what we promised to be an exciting edition of the Refined Football Podcast Show. And I want to say a big thank you to our fans. I always engaging our posts, the likes, the comments. I always coming and these are the reasons we are still pushing out. And to my gladiators in the building, from Coach to Happy Honorable to Mickey to CJ and everybody behind the camera. God bless you all. Until we meet again, it's goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.